Hello everybody and welcome to your channel Learn As You Go Academy. This is Maher Ghazi with you again in a new lesson. Today's lesson is about writing business emails in English. All of us will need this skill to use in our daily working hours, whether we are employees or business owners, when communicating with multinational organizations, corporations, or companies. Please pay attention to the details. This lesson is interesting and I will give you some homework to do, and you can find the assignments in the links below this video. When you finish your homework, send it to me to the channel email address learnasyougochannel@gmail.com, and I will check them for you and provide you with some corrections and advices if needed. Let's start, my friends. First of all, let's ask ourselves some questions. Do we need the same language skills to write an email as we needed to write a letter? If we speak English well, can we write good emails? One of the most important features of an email is the subject line. Accuracy is still very important when writing emails. Do you agree or disagree? Using CC option is a great way to inform others who are not directly involved. One reason for emailing is to reduce the response time. If you need an answer straight away, it is better to use the phone than send an email. Let's start. You need the same language skills to write an email as you do to write a letter. Do you agree or disagree? Emails and letters are both written forms of communication, so you need some of the same basic language skills to write them well. Good organization, clear, concise language, correct grammar, and appropriate vocabulary. If you can speak English well, you can write good emails. Agree and disagree. It is true that emails, especially informal ones, share some of the same vocabulary and style as spoken messages, but this type of informal language is not usually suitable when writing emails in a professional context. In other words, you can speak English very well, but when writing emails, you need the appropriate language, especially if the email is a formal one. One of the most important features of an email is the subject line. Agree, and that's true. Not only the subject line useful in telling the recipient what the email is about before it is read, but it is also helpful to find the email later when it is filed away in the inbox. So the subject line of the email is very important, not only to indicate the contents of the email before it is read, but also to find it when it is filed away in the inbox. Accuracy is still very important when writing emails. Agree. You might find native speakers not always correct mistakes in their emails. This can be acceptable, especially in the internal emails, as long as mistakes do not interfere with communication. On the other hand, even if the message is clear, too many mistakes can give bad impression. Okay, we can accept some mistakes in the emails as long as they do not change the meaning. So too many mistakes will give a bad impression about you. Using CC option is a great way to inform others who are not directly involved. Agree and disagree. Copying others into your exchange doesn't help keeping everybody informed about what is happening or what decisions have been made, and might even reduce the time spent in meetings. But the option is often overused and can waste people's time when they have to read a lot of emails every day. One reason for emailing is to reduce the response time. Agree. As an email is received within minutes or even seconds, the writer usually expects an immediate response, even if it is just to say that the email has arrived and will be answered later. If you need an answer straight away, it is better to use the phone than send an email. Agree and disagree. It is more direct to reach for the phone, but with emails you have the information in writing. Furthermore, you may pick up inconvenient time when you phone somebody, whereas an email can be read and answered when the person has time. Let's move now to talk about email structure. One of the advantages of emails over the normal snail mail letters, I mean the normal post service, is that they are quick and direct. We can send an email for a particular purpose and we expect a fast response or immediate action. For emails, whether formal or informal, to be most effective, it is good to give them a clear, logical structure. Look at the screen now and let's examine the following examples and then get through the details of email structure. So, we can notice the following. Subject line. This should be short and give some specific information about the contents of your message. Salutation. As in letter writing, the salutation can be formal or informal depending on how well you know the person you are writing to. Example: Dear, Mr., Mrs., Miss. These are a formal form of address also used when first contacting a person. Dear John, less formal. Either you have had contact with this person before or they have already addressed you by your first name. Hi, hello Mary, or just the name. Informal. Usually used with colleagues you often work with. In the USA and the UK also sometimes used at the first contact. No salutation. Very informal, usually used in messages which are part of a longer email exchange. Opening sentence. This is used to explain why you are writing. Remember, the opening sentence should always start with a capital letter. Examples: I am writing to. More informal introduction to say why you are writing. Just a quick note to. Friendly, informal way to say why you are writing. Now we come to the conclusion. Conclusion. This is where you tell the reader what kind of response, if any, you expect. Looking forward to your reply. Friendly ending can be said in formal and informal correspondence. Hope to hear from you soon. Informal ending to indicate a reply is necessary. Close. Like the salutation, this can vary from formal to very formal. Examples: yours sincerely. Very formal, rarely used in email correspondence. Regards, best wishes. Most commonly used close can be used in formal and informal emails. Bye, all the best, best. Friendly, informal close. James, Mary. Name only or initials is also common when writing to close colleagues. The register of an email, how formal or informal it is, depends on the type of message you are writing and who you are writing to. So, an email about rescheduling a meeting might be less formal than the inquiry or an apology email. Similarly speaking, an email to a new customer or the CEO of your company would probably be more formal than email to an old customer or a colleague. You can tell how formal an email is by its salutation and close. When you find words like dear, Mr., Mrs., Miss, dear John, hi, hello, Mary, yours sincerely, regards, best wishes, bye, all the best, James or Mary. And also, colloquial phrases can indicate the formality of the email, if it is formal or informal. Colloquial phrases, these are phrases normally used in conversation which make an email less formal. For example, how's it going on? For how are you? Or see ya for see you later. Also, the vocabulary used in the email can indicate the formality of the email, and some vocabulary are used in formal emails and others in informal emails. Example, informal emails we use to receive, to inform, to assist, to contact. In informal emails we use vocabulary such as to get, to tell, to help, to get in touch. The use of abbreviations and symbols also can be a good indicator to indicate whether the email is formal or informal. So, the use of abbreviations and symbols are more common in informal emails, although some standard abbreviations used in letter writing, like ASAP, which indicates as soon as possible, are also found in formal emails. Examples: IE, in other words, ASAP, as soon as possible. Thurs for Thursday, Jan for January, ADIMO for at the moment, BW, best wishes, ATTN for attention, RGDS for regards, PLS for please, W/E, weekend. Finally, if we find emoticons, these emoticons can indicate the informality of an email. These written forms of body language or gestures are often used in less formal emails to help the recipient understand what you mean. I've collected some of the most commonly used acronyms, and you can find them as follows. AFAIK, as far as I know. AKA, also known as approx, approximately. ASAP, as soon as possible. BAC, by any chance. B4, before. BK, because. BRB, be right back. BTW, by the way. COD, cash on delivery. CC, carbon copy. CU, see you. CUL, see you later. DBA, doing business as. EOF, end of file. F to F, face to face. FWD, forward. FYI, for your information. FYKI, for your kind information. This is used to be more polite, for your kind information. GA, go ahead. HAND, have a nice day. HH, okay. Haha, only kidding. IAC, in any case. IOW, in other words. IDK, I don't know. IMO, in my opinion. IMHO, in my humble opinion. INC, including, included. NN2R, no need to reply. OTOH, on the other hand. RE, regarding. RES, response. RSVP, répondez s'il vous plaît. RTFM, read the friendly manual. TCB, trouble came back. ROM, read only member on a mailing list. TIA, thanks in advance. TNKU, thank you. TNX, thanks. WB, welcome back. WTG, way to go. For you, for you. To you, to you. LOL, lul, laugh out loud. IRL, in real life. ROFLOL, rolling on the floor, laughing out loud. TTYL, talk to you later. 1K, 1,000. 1M, 1 million. RFQ, request for quotation. PO, purchase order. A/B, actual/budget, actual budget. Div, division. Rev, revenue. COB, close of business. ATB, all the best. Now let's talk about email types. We have different types of emails that we are going to tackle or to talk about. Let's start, my friends. Inquiries or inquiry emails. Writing an inquiry email. The purpose of writing an inquiry email is to ask for more information concerning a product or a service. The purpose of writing an inquiry email is to ask for more information concerning a product or service. These emails are often written in response to an advertisement that we have seen, and we are interested in purchasing a product, but would like more information before making a decision. How to write inquiry email. First, begin with a greeting. Always open your email with a greeting. If your relationship with the reader is formal, use the family name. Example, Dear Mr., Dear Mrs. Price. If the relationship is more casual, you can simply say, Hi Kelly, Hi Lillian, Dear Kelly, Dear Lillian. If you don't know the name of the person you are writing to, use to whom it may concern or Dear Sir/Madam. State your purpose. You may begin by stating your purpose. For example, I am writing to inquire about, or I am writing in reference to. Make your purpose clearly in the email. and then move into the main text of your email. You may begin by stating your purpose. For example, I am writing to inquire about, or I am writing in reference to. Make your purpose clearly in the email and then move into the main text of your email. Remember, people want to read emails quickly, so keep your sentences short and clear. Pay careful attention to grammar, spelling, and punctuation so that you present a professional image of yourself and your company. Add your closing remarks. Before you end your email, it is polite to thank your reader and add some polite closing remarks. You might start with, "Thank you for your patience and cooperation," or "Thank you for your consideration," and then follow up with, "If you have any questions or concerns, don't hesitate to let me know, and I look forward to hearing from you." End with a closing. The last step is to include an appropriate closing with your name. Best regards, sincerely, sincerely yours, and thank you are all more formal. Avoid closings such as best wishes or cheers unless you are good friends with the reader. Finally, before you hit the send button, review and spell check your email one more time to make sure it is truly perfect. Note: thank the recipient if you are the one to answer the inquiry. If you are replying to a client's inquiry, you should begin with a line of thanks. For example, if someone has a question about your company, you can say, "Thank you for contacting ABC Company." If someone has replied to one of your emails, be sure to say, "Thank you for your prompt reply," or "Thank you for getting back to me." Thanking the reader puts him or her at ease, and it will make you appear more polite. Inquiry email sample. To whom it may concern, with reference to your advertisement in yesterday's New York Times, could you please send me a copy of your latest catalog? I would also like to know if it is possible to make purchases online. Yours faithfully, Kenneth Pia, Administrative Director, English Learners and Company. Let's look at some of the phrases. As you can see on the screen, you can find some more formal phrases and less formal phrases. Examples. When requesting information, in more formal phrases we can use, "I'd appreciate a reply ASAP." "Would you be able to help? Could you please send me?" In less formal phrases, when requesting information, we may use, "Please answer ASAP." "Can you help?" "Can you please send me?" When sending replies in more formal phrases, we may write, "Please find in the attachment. I am pleased to send you. Thank you for your email or inquiry. Do not hesitate to contact us if you require further assistance. Thank you for your interest. Your request is being processed." We can write replies in less formal phrases as, "I'm sending you in an attachment. I'm resending you. Thanks for your email or request. Let us know if you need any more help. Thanks for choosing. We are working on your request." Now let's come to talk about polite language. Even in informal emails, it is important to use polite language. Please can be in every type of request, and phrases with could and would like are more polite than phrases with can or want. Examples: could you please send me? And this is more polite than can you send me? I would like to order, and this is more polite than I want to order. In inquiries, it is best to avoid imperatives like send me or inform me. By adding the word please, the sentence becomes more polite, but is still rather direct. Examples: please send me your current price list. Please send me your current price list. Please give us your rates. The following phrases can be used in formal inquiries to first-time contacts. However, they can sound too formal in emails to colleagues. Examples: we would be grateful if you could send us. We would also appreciate some information on, and this is rarely used, by the way. Example: dear Mr. Smith, I recently saw an advertisement for your new range of kitchen equipment. I own a small retail shop selling household goods, and I'm interested in buying some of your new products. Could you, therefore, please send me your price list? And this is the first request. I would also be grateful if you could include some details of delivery and postage. This is the second request with also. Thank you in advance. Best regards. Let's move to talk about deadlines and taking action. In British English, the present perfect is used to talk about deadlines and whether or not they have been met. It is also used to describe the status of tasks in progress. Examples: have you coordinated your team and their results yet? I've already contacted my team and they have just finished their sales figures. Adverbs like yet, already, or just are often used with the present perfect in this type of sentences when we need to talk about deadlines and taking actions. Examples: have you sent in your registration for the conference yet? Sorry, I haven't written the report yet. I've already sent the registration form. We've just received the order. In American English, the simple past is used instead of the present perfect, with the signal words yet, just, and already, the adverbs. There is no difference in meaning. Example: did you send your registration yet? The will future is used in replies to emails requesting action to say what the writer will do and when. Note that the contracted form I'll instead of will is usually used. Example: you'll have it on your desk by 4 May. Sorry, but I haven't sent it yet. I'll do it straight away. Now, to CC or not to CC? That is the question. Differences between the to CC and BCC fields in email. When you send an email, you have 3 address sections. BCC may not be turned on, so you may only see 2. The different sections are as follows. 2 is the main recipient of the email. CC stands for carbon copy. Email addresses listed here will receive a copy of the email that you sent to the people listed in the to field. Everyone listed under the CC field will see everyone's email addresses that are under the To and CC field. BCC. BCC stands for Blind Carbon Copy. Email addresses listed here will receive a copy of the email that you sent to the people listed in the To field. Everyone listed under the CC field will see everyone's email addresses that are listed under the To and the CC field, but will not see the addresses listed in the BCC field. Each person listed on the BCC field will not see the email addresses of other recipients. Reasons you would use CC and BCC. A. CC, you may want to use the CC field when you request time off from your manager, but you need to let the human resources know the request was made. The action has to be handled by the manager, but the task needs to be recorded in the HR. Putting HR in CC tells them they don't need to take action, but it is for their records only. BCC. BCC is used when you need to send an email to numerous email addresses, but you don't want to share the list of email addresses to everyone that the email is being sent to. BCC allows you to send the email to everyone and no one will see the other email addresses listed in the BCC field. Exchanging information. Tip: colloquial phrases. When English native speakers write to each other as close business acquaintances, they often use colloquial phrases like the lowdown, to chase something up, or they say to chase something down, and this is American, or cheers for thanks. Cheers, it is British for thanks. Be careful when using colloquial phrases as they can make your English sound too familiar when used in the wrong context. Contractions. Emails often reflect spoken English and tend to use contractions instead of the full form. Example: here's for here is, haven't or have not, or I'll for I will. Please note, do not leave out the apostrophe when using contractions, as the meaning could be changed. Examples: it's, it is. It's, here we indicate possessive. I'll for I will. I'll without apostrophe, which means ill, as sick. Tip: when things aren't going according to plan, an email exchange can become heated. The use of diplomatic language lets you point out mistakes gently without offending the person you are writing to. Example: we have a slight or minor or little problem. Unfortunately, the mistake is rather serious. Unfortunately, the mistake is rather serious. I'm afraid we are not happy with. Furthermore, be careful when showing an emotion in an email. Using exclamation marks and writing words or phrases in capital letters can make your message too strong. It can look like you're shouting. Example: Juan, I'm still waiting for the reply. Didn't we agree to meet on Tuesday? A more moderate way to emphasize a word is to enclose it in asterisks. Example: just writing to see what happened to your report. I needed it Monday, and it's now Friday. Can we discuss? My friends, let's talk about undiplomatic emails. Please Look at the screen and read the email. This is a kind of undiplomatic one. Bob, we have a problem. I asked you to send me the conference details last week, but I still haven't received anything. What's going on? Now the hotel has asked me for the info today and we will lose the reservation. This is not a good situation. This is the only hotel available in Mattstown for our date, and I don't want to have to change the conference location. Please take care of this immediately. Jack. Please pause this video and rewrite this email in a good language. So you don't have to look angry. You don't have to be aggressive. Please write it down, and after that, hit the play button to continue this video where you can find a model answer of the previously read email. Okay, my friends, here we come to the end of our training session about business English, writing business emails in English. Please check the links down below this video where you can find link to assignments and other link for model answers. I hope this session and the exercises are useful for you. If you have any question or you need any extra explanation, please do not hesitate and send me an email to the channel email address learnasyougochannel@gmail.com, and I will answer back ASAP. If you are new to this channel, please do not forget to subscribe. Hit the bell button to activate notifications of new lessons. Thank you very much for attending this session. Till we meet again, stay safe, stay home. Have a wonderful time.